Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be playing Farming Simulator on the new map, Rattlesnake Valley. This map has been a long anticipated for many of us in the community, including myself, and I'm really excited to play it and show you all what it's about. Here we are at our little farmhouse, and just down the road in this direction is our farm, but I'm gonna teleport over there for fast travel. Normally you'd start out with the same equipment you would start out in the base map, Goldcrest Valley, but I've decided to spruce things up a bit, and I have changed all of the equipment to a slightly better, slightly different version. So the trailer is a few thousand liters bigger, tractors and such have slightly more horsepower, and also this combine is slightly faster, or I mean slightly wider, so it does the job faster. The first thing we're going to need to do, if you look on the map, is we're going to need to head down to the bottom right of the map to field 15, because that silly me, that field is ready to harvest. And so to do that, I'm going to need this harvester, but I'm also going to need, where am I? This tractor and trailer. And so I'm going to use one of my many mods in order to get that done much quicker. So I'm going to pull it behind the combine and hold right control and then hit F. And then I'm going to get out, and you can see that there's a worker now ready to drive this tractor to follow me in this combine. Start up the engine again, and we're going to get on the road. Gotta check both ways. Now that we're on the main road, I'm gonna use the beacons. Warn everybody that we have this very wide vehicle coming down the way. Am I heading the right way? Yes. Nearly. Oh, I'm heading further up this way than I need to. Yeah. No. I feel like a bit of a dummy now. Hold on. Should head this way. Gonna be quicker. This is the barn where you can sell your straw and hay bales once you've made them. I'll be showing that very soon. Either this episode or the next. Maybe even the one after that. Single digits, though. Single digit episodes. Here's a lovely little garden center. You can also sell your eggs at that blue icon. Unlike the other animals in the game, you don't have to buy chickens. You just have them from the get-go. Other animals you can get are cows, sheep, and pigs, all of which require different things to keep them happy and healthy and producing lots of wool and milk and new pigs, respectively. But as you can see as we drive past, this map is just amazing with how large the fields are. I'm very excited to get to the larger equipment so I can really show this map off in all of its glory. fact, some of these fields, like field number 22 in the upper left, are so large that even the largest equipment isn't going to be big enough for them. You'd probably have to run several pieces of the largest equipment, which is something they actually do quite often in real life. You know what I just realized? We passed the turn for field 15. I was intending to go for the road between 14 and 16, heading sideways, but I was too busy yammering on. But yeah, despite the size of this map being 4 times the size of the regular one, it's packed full of detail. I would do a map tour, but I figured it's better to see the map in context than just the whole thing all at once. What is the map like if you're actually playing the game? Is it gonna fit over this little bump? Seems it. I also like how the rivers have the eroded cliff sides. Looks very neat. I'm heading the wrong way again. Oh my goodness. You think I should pay more attention? Ugh. You think I would be paying more attention, but I'm not. Speed limit 45. Yeah, we're in no danger of going over on that. I really need to pay more attention where I'm going. I've made 2 wrong turns already. Oh, that's neat. This little cow picture. Yeah, as you can see on the map, there's a little icon of a cow's head, so this is where we will tend to our cows once we buy them. Which hopefully won't be too long. I am playing this save on easy, which kind of, what's the word? It's a misnomer, because easy doesn't make the game easier in terms of how hard it is to do the jobs that you need to do. It just makes it so that it's less grindy. It basically means you can sell stuff for a higher price and therefore get new equipment and more fields more quickly. The real thing that adjusts the difficulty of a game, of a farming simulator game, is what jobs you have to do. And so I've made it so that every 3 times you harvest, you have to plow your fields instead of just cultivating. More on that later. Also, you have to fertilize your fields 3 times instead of just once, which is new to Farming Simulator 17 versus all of the previous versions. But we're well on our way now. But man, even if the drive over here is taking this long, I can't imagine how long it's going to take to harvest field 15. This map is unbelievably huge. So to cope with that, I've actually installed a few mods that are kind of funny. I'm going to be using, I can't remember the name of the tractor, but it has a top speed of somewhere in the 100-mile-an-hour range. Excuse me, voice break. 100-mile-an-hour range, which means that I'll be able to just head from one corner of the map to the other in like a second or 2, so that'll be a lot more convenient once I'm having to handle a lot of jobs at once and keep track of them all. There's also a mod for a Mustang-type car made by the developers of the game themselves, and I might get that as well. But we finally arrived. Man, that has taken 5 ever. But here we are. And so now I'm gonna hold right shift F to get rid of the follower. Ooh, turn my headlights back off. Aw, man, it's left he's left the engine, or she, I guess it was, has left the engine running. How inconsiderate. Alright, so here we are, and I'm gonna get it lined up here. I'm gonna move up the reel and switch back, unfold the combine. I'm gonna get us started on a worker. And we're gonna see... Yes, okay, so it's producing a straw swath, which is exactly what I want. Man, that is really wide. It seems too wide for what the combine itself is doing. That's so goofy. We might have to get a windrower, which is basically just like a machine rake. Put it all into one single stripe before we use a baler. But yeah, the nice thing about the workers on this map is that since the fields are rectangular, you don't have to worry about them getting wrapped up in a tree or stuck in a corner or at some weird angle like happens on the British themed maps like Chellington or Coldborough. So I'm very excited about that because I enjoy using the hired help quite a bit. But as far as plans go for what I'm going to be doing in the future, my first order of business is going to be buying a baler so that we can bale this field that we're doing right now. I'm also going to be buying an auto-load trailer to pick up those bales. After that, I'm probably going to buy the IT runner, which is basically a all-in-one trailer. The axle and the hitch are all connected, and then you can just kind of like Legos pop off the container portion and put on a different one. So you could be carrying grain one day, take off that, and then put on a container that transports manure. So that's very cool. It's going to come in handy and save us some money down the line. I'm also going to be probably selling the grain to this location just next door. If I look at the prices, oh, the prices are actually different. I have another saved game that I use to test what I'm going to do here, and on there, conveniently, the U.S. Grains right next door was the one with the highest price, but I'm going to head over to the Union Mills for selling all this grain from this field. We're harvesting wheat right now. The combine is starting to get full, so I'm actually going to switch back to the trailer, and we're going to head over there and unload the combine. It's pretty crazy that... Oh, see, that's part of the new update. Helper B has a nearly full grain tank, 80%, which is a lot better than the, hey, your helper is already full and is at a complete dead stop in the middle of your field. Go and fix it. Now it's like, come while you still have the chance. You know, it's more of a warning than a fix this problem, which I prefer greatly. And this tractor is quick. Most tractors have a top speed of 25 miles an hour, but this 32 is really going to save us on this big of a map. Alright, let's see here. Oh, it got full just as we got to it, too. Alright, what I might do is back up a little bit so he stops unloading, and then do this again, and we'll see if he starts again. Oh, come on, you. You can do it. Come on. Get going. Alright, what if I move completely out of the way? Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry. There we go. you can hear that sound, a little ch, 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 that means that as soon as more grain appears in the tank, it's dropping it off. But it doesn't have a constant flow, so I'm going to stop and let it go about its business. And I'm also going to check how much fertilizer we have on this current field. So I'm going to scroll over. As you can see, it's orange, which means it's ready to harvest. Well, orangish yellow. And then, oh, every field needs to be plowed. That's a lot of work. Excuse me. But growth, fruit end. So, if you take away this... Okay, so it is either next to fully fertilized, or I think it might be fully fertilized, which is very nice. A lot of map makers, the fields that start out are not fertilized at all, and it makes it very difficult to get started because you get a poor yield from your first field. But with a field this big, that still wouldn't even be a problem. I mean, just look at this thing. It's great. I don't think realistically you'd have a combine this small on a field this big, but we're in it for the long haul, ladies and gents. In it for the long haul. Alright, so he's covered, or maybe she, has covered just about over half of the field on that first emptying, which is good. But yeah, this is going to take a long time. So I'll probably cut ahead and then cut back when we're either ready to sell some grain or when the field is done. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll cut ahead to when the field is done and I am ready to sell the last of the grain. So, I'll be back.